More Republicans are calling for an end to special counsel Robert Mueller's probe. Republicans, many of whom previously didn't want to touch the Mueller probe. In fact, many of them were establishment never-Trump Republicans who were pretty happy to see the probe going on, are now realizing that Americans are sick and tired of it and want it ended. Now, last week, Vice President Mike Pence said, hey, it's time to wrap this up. Now he's joined by House Speaker Paul Ryan and Senator John Thune. Paul Ryan said, and this is from a National Review story, he would, quote, like to see the Mueller investigation wrapped up. Ryan said, quote, I think he should be free to do his job, but I would like to see it get wrapped up, of course. We want to see this thing come to its conclusion. But again, I've always said he should be free to finish his job. Now, Mueller, Ryan, is not running for re-election. So this is very interesting to me. He doesn't want to push Mueller too hard, but I think even Paul Ryan, who's never been a fan of the president, knows there's nothing there. And that this probe is really compromising Trump's ability to govern. It's also hurting establishment candidates who aren't vocal enough against Mueller going into the midterms. Of course, last week in an NBC interview, Vice President Pence said, quote, in the interests of the country, I think it's time to wrap it up, and end quote. And the vice president, that was pretty emphatic for the vice president. We're now finding out that people close to DOJ and FBI might have, or people within, not just close to. When I say close to, I mean John Brennan, but people in DOJ and FBI might have placed spies in the Trump campaign, improperly surveilled. Now, on Friday, Donald Trump tweeted, reports are that there was indeed at least one FBI representative implanted for political purposes into my campaign for president. It took place very early on and long before the phony Russia hoax became a hot fake news story. If true, all-time biggest political scandal. President Trump is right. He also tweeted last Friday, quote, apparently the DOJ, well, he was quoting David Asman from the Lou Dobbs show on Fox, quote, apparently the DOJ put a spy in the Trump campaign. This has never been done before, and by any means necessary, they are out to frame Donald Trump for crimes he didn't commit. End quote. President Trump is 100% right. Well, even Senator John Thune is saying, look, he said, quote, they've investigated everything and interviewed everybody and have had months and months of this now to do this. And I think it's time for them to begin to start winding this down, the South Dakota Republican said. He also said, quote, I hope that happens sooner rather than later because I don't think it's in anybody's best interest to drag these sorts of things out forever and for them to become an unending sort of campaign. I think that issue will get sorted out, meaning will President Trump speak to Mueller, will get sorted out by lawyers. The broader point is this needs to be concluded in a timely way. I do think it has drug on for a long period of time. We want to make sure the Mueller investigation is thorough. This is Thune's way of not offending the establishment, but also placating voters by saying, it's over, Mueller, it's over. There's no there. Wrap it up. And you're not going to impeach the president. Thune is even saying that. You're not going to impeach him. You can't indict him. It's over. There is no reason for Trump to sit and speak to Mueller. None. If Trump cannot be indicted, there is no reason for him to speak to Mueller. None. Trump should not do it. Rudy Giuliani, I told you last week, was fighting with Mueller on this point. Mueller then narrowed his scope, which I believe was just a big perjury trap. But when the sitting Speaker of the House, the Vice President, the President, Senate leadership, powerful popular senators, many in the Republican Party, the chairman of the House Intel Committee, they all say there's nothing there. Shut the probe down. It is long past time for Robert Mueller to do the ethical thing. If he's this man of integrity, admit he has nothing, shut the probe down, and go back into private life. I want to bring you these segments every day, so help me do that by subscribing to our premium service at www.therebel.media/shows. Also, go to the App Store, download the great Rebel app, and go to firescottisrael.com and sign our petition. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.